Well, folks, that about does it. Call of Duty is officially dead. Black Ops 6 recently released, and to be honest with you, it's been nothing more than a flaming pile of dog shit.
You done got some mail?
For me?
Well, you done got some mail from the Activisions over yonder.
Activision? Oh, shit. 1 second, chat. How do you guys open letters? Dear It's Hoppa, yada yada yada, streamer mode plus, yada yada yada, seasonal gift basket, COD next invite. Congrats on your whitelisting. This is your chance to get the bag. I'm sorry, guys. What I meant to say is that since Black Ops 6 launched, it's been nothing short of a flaming bag of happiness. Seriously, like no other title has even come close to how amazing Black Ops 6 has been. And to everybody's surprise, there hasn't been not one issue. Well, you know, except for the added in goofy idle aim sway that many players are calling game breaking. Many players are calling absolutely necessary because it provides a level playing field and prevents Call of Duty's most important player, that's you, from getting beamed by clearly superior and more talented cheaters. Yep, it's to keep the cheaters from ruining your game. That's it, nothing more. It has nothing to do with introducing an artificial skill gap. And speaking of artificial skill gaps, what about how cranked SBM is? Oh my God, never in my life have I had to, I'm sorry, what I meant to say was, never in my life have I had the privilege of playing against such highly skilled opponents. And even though everybody in my lobbies have the exact same stats as me, causing equality of outcome, God, I just love the fairness aspect of Black Ops 6. Get a kill, they get a kill. I get a kill, they get a kill. I get 2 kills, they get 3, I get 1, they get 2, I get, oh my God. Whether you're a grade A sweat or the Call of Duty Players Union president himself, aka the King of Casuals, this game will have you feeling like, well, actually, to be honest with you guys, it's, we're talking feelings here. The game's actually added a significant amount of stress in my life, having to deal with all the unfair aspects of the unfair aspects that I can't play Call of Duty in my sleep. That's how good Black Ops 6 is. In fact, if you haven't bought Black Ops 6 yet, you're literally evil. How could you deprive yourself of the best title to ever grace this beloved franchise ever? Like seriously, your life is probably filled with anxiety and stress if you aren't playing Black Ops 6. In fact, I recommend the Vault Edition and as many COD points as you can possibly afford. Don't be stingy. Don't be afraid to dip into that savings or, you know, even your retirement plan. I mean, listen, this is all I'm saying. Who's gonna care about Grandpa's stories in 30 years if they don't revolve around the greatest Call of Duty? No. Scratch that. The greatest video game title in the history of digital technology.
That'll do, pig.
Okay. I think they're gone now. For real. Now, let me tell you guys the truth about Call of Duty Black Ops 6 and just how outrageously bad every other game is in comparison to literally the holy grail of video games, Black Ops 6, guys. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Here is my completely unpaid for and unbiased review of Black Ops 6 on a video that begins right now.
I know I've been quiet for a minute, I've been grinding, still in it, I've been counting these digits, excuse me. I know I've been quiet for a minute.
What's up, what's good, YouTube? Hope all is well, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Abe. Recently, I've had the opportunity to become a complete degenerate and do absolutely nothing with my life but play the latest version of Call of Duty Give Me Your Expendable Income number 6. And well, sorry guys, but I gotta be the bearer of bad news. If my income didn't revolve around this game and this franchise, and after the last 4 or 5 years or so dealing with this crap, I probably wouldn't have wasted more than 5 minutes to figure out this is one of the worst examples. Worst examples of what a good video game should be, because this is not a good video game. It's a great video game. In fact, like I said, if you guys haven't bought it yet, second mortgage, just so you can save yourself a few hours of grinding, buy a bunch of camos, fall edition. Listen, I'm just saying there's no shame in using code HOP as a sellout in the COD store. Hell, I'd be honest with you, I'd pawn everything I own except my PC and my gaming chair just to make sure I had the expendable income, that I can position myself to be the best of the best amongst the meta available. Because if not, then like, what are we doing? Saving for retirement? Saving for a house so you can stop renting? A new car? A new car, really? What do you need a car for when you got DoorDash and digital downloads? But for real, there are a few things that I wanted to talk about. Actually, pretty troubling. Problems that probably could have been avoidable if they were listening to the player base. And one of the worst experiences in this game was trying to hear footstep audio. Like, I literally can't hear anything other than airstrikes, explosions, overtly loud ambient, and atmospheric audio. And to be honest with you guys, be honest with y'all, it's actually a welcome addition. Like, who the fuck needs to hear footsteps? You want to hear footsteps? Go watch Riverdance. No, I'm actually kind of happy about the current audio situation because it drowns out the sound my pants make when my excitement levels go to the max. And let me tell you, that's real easy to do playing Black Ops 6. Nothing like a good old sweaty game of COD to stretch the denim. But that actually kind of brings me to a serious point, guys, about the game. Well, more so about those that have been making the games for a few years. Obviously, they're not the devs of the old, you know, the ones that built this franchise. These are more of the ones that are filling the game with woke propaganda. We call them DEI hires, and they're making this game responsible for the younger generation's absolute... The younger generation's clearly superior eye for quality. In fact, I 100% was a Trumper until I was able to get my hands on a copy of Black Ops 6. And I'm serious, guys, an hour into the campaign, and somehow I've already voted for Kamala twice. I mean, after all, she makes such good points.
You exist in the context of all in which you live and what came before you.
But one thing that I found about this game that a lot of people, they're up in arms about, happens to be the Omni movement, which coming from the beta is actually night and day difference as it pertains to fluidity and how there's not much of a delay now when making movements. But my God, the amount of idle aim sway, the character's head bobbing, camera movement is enough to make me sick. But you know the best cure for motion sickness? That's right, a Dramamine and more Black Ops 6. They tried to warn you guys this game was sick. Now on to another pressing issue, not only in this game, but the past Call of Duties. That happens to be the spawn locations. There is no reason somebody should spawn behind you when A, your team hasn't broken the spawn, and B, you're on a kill streak, but without fail. Almost every time, 12 to 15 kills into a streak, I go to hit my D-pad to call the streak in and got some asshole spawning behind me, and for the life of me, I cannot understand why people complain about this mechanic. What, do you think you're God? Nobody else can have fun playing this game? You're just gonna sit on the heady and rip the other team apart? Ain't gonna happen. That, my friend, is what we like to call unfair gameplay, and it's expressly not allowed. It's in fact right under the rule about not having any fun, unless you're whitelisted or you're in the top 1% of COD point spenders. Black Ops 6 is amazingly fun, but it's not free, y'all. Hit me! So in short, Black Ops 6, it's alright. I'm sorry, I meant to say it's amazing, and if you don't have it or aren't playing it at least 16 of the 24 hours of a day, 7 days a week, you're a bot, probably paid opposition, which invalidates your opinion completely. But before I leave you guys, allow me to share my views on Tim Walz putting tampons in the boys' bathroom within the public school system in Minnesota. Thank you. I'm just kidding, guys. But listen, the mortgage don't pay itself. I mean, I gotta sell out somewhere. Look, but honestly, for my unpaid review, you guys listen, we've been pacified over the last few years with subpar titles like Cold War, which appeared to be being developed over a Zoom call, and Vanguard, which looked pretty much like a reskinned, less functional version of World at War. And Modern Warfare, we don't have any better ideas, 1, 2, and 2.5. And they've no doubt caused us all to lower our expectations. And to be honest with you, that plan worked. Because I'll be honest with you guys, I can't remember a launch since pre-pandemic that rolled out as well as Black Ops 6 launches rolled out and played as well as it does. I mean, aside from the continuing woes of the community, like, you know, server performance, SBMM, and overtly monetizing features that, you know, they end up pulling. Looking for my refund on that pay-to-win audio. Didn't get nothing, just made me #1 anime of China. That video's right there if you guys want to see what I'm talking about. But in all honesty, guys, this is one of their better efforts. Now, will the franchise continue on this trajectory? Honestly, probably not. But it might. Not for real. It's most likely going to be more of the same, especially when Warzone integration happens. You're going to see, you know, the cheater problems just grown. And by June, you'll see that they've all but abandoned the game and are focusing on the sales of, you know, whatever recycled Warfare 2025, which I heard may be taking place in, you know, a democratically led city, which one of the score streaks happens to be a San Franciscan hobo that you can deploy for $1 that chases your opponent down with a dirty needle. Yeah, looking forward to that super realism. Now, I'll be honest with you, if that's the case, they get to step outside their offices with a GoPro to film the cutscenes. But do me a favor, guys. If you like the video, drop a like on it. You want to see more content just like this, make sure you subscribe to the channel with the notification bells enabled so YouTube lets you know when I drop bangers like this or when I go live. Anyways, that's it for me, boys and girls and in-betweeners. I'm out like Bobby Kotick when the Epstein list is finally released. But before I go, allow me to let Helen Keller tell you how she feels about the latest Call of Duty title and how it hits for her. What? She's got a 4KD, didn't you know? Bitch, better in caps. If they don't cancel me, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Follow.
What is you doing? Finna go hard, hard, hard. Ice on my neck, ice on my wrist. That for the squad. Know they gon' hate. Do what I tell them. Get on your jaw. Work on smooth. I got the moves. I swear to God. Hey, I just dropped 200.